and we are going to be jumping into our virtual assisting workshop for beginners and pretty much just basics to know for 2024 and future trends. So as I said, welcome. Here's a quick overview for this workshop. We're just going to go over some commonly asked questions and advice as you're getting started. And then my goal is to answer as many questions as you have and give you the opportunity to and have the confidence to start your virtual assisting journey. So just a quick story about me. I am a virtual assistant. I have been for 4 years now, and it's been a fun and wild ride, but it's really been a journey that I've been happy to have. Quick backstory, in 2018, I was planning my wedding, but unfortunately my partner had eye cancer and we had to cancel everything just to focus on his health. So we didn't end up getting the money back, which was a huge loss. But anyways, during this time, I knew I wanted to work from home, but it wasn't possible at my job. So I literally searched everywhere for answers so that I could work from home. And it just seemed that all the jobs were super qualified and it just felt like it probably wasn't going to be possible. I ran into many scams and I was feeling really discouraged. But finally, I came across virtual assisting and I learned everything that I could about it. And I started a podcast for fun. I started to work on social media pages for fun and started to really test the skills that I was learning about becoming a virtual assistant. And that's when I knew that I wanted to work with podcasters or YouTubers because I really fell in love with it and became obsessed with making videos and making audios too. And then around later that time, COVID had hit. That's when I decided to pull the trigger and I went back to work for about 3 months, and then I put in my resignation. And then in August of 2020, I officially became a freelance virtual assistant. And then after that, my entire life changed. So just to go over it a little bit more, I got my first client who was a friend. She had seen my podcast post and needed help with a graphic. So I offered to make it for $10 with up to 3 revisions. I was just getting started. She loved it, and she referred me to her mom, who was a small business owner. And I was over the moon. I had been part of several Facebook virtual assisting groups. So I had seen posts for needing a virtual assistant. That's how I got another client who was a podcaster. I was definitely scared to apply, but I did it anyways. She even shared with me that the reason she picked me was because I was the only one that had podcasting experience because I had started my podcast for fun. So shortly after that, I had 2 to 3 consistent referrals every month coming to me. And I was getting so busy that I literally had to start a waiting list, but I was truly grateful for it. And so today I just want to share my secrets of what I did to get there. So what is a virtual assistant? So according to Google AI, a virtual assistant is someone who is a self-employed worker who provides admin support to clients remotely, usually from their home or office. You can either do it full-time, part-time, and you're employed by a business or really an industry of any size, and the tasks can vary depending on the employer. Now jumping into what a virtual assistant does. There are many niches, but just to go over some general tasks that a virtual assistant could do is like email newsletters, writing blogs, email management, calendar management, like social media management, like replying to DMs, comments, creating post graphics, running multiple projects for a client, research projects. So literally there's so much that you can do as a virtual assistant. It really just depends on the client that you're working with. So again, I'm going to cover some commonly asked questions about being a virtual assistant. Here are the skills that you would need generally to have. It would be good to be flexible if you're willing to learn new tools. If you have a laptop, a cell phone, and Wi-Fi, blog writing experience is helpful, but you could always learn that. So pretty much all this type of experience is something that you can always learn, as I did, because I didn't know it yet when I was looking to become a virtual assistant. And then as far as finding clients, this is a big question I get. You can find clients on Facebook. As I had mentioned, I was part of a virtual assisting group. So just make sure you're engaging and that you're part of it so that you can see postings, as well as LinkedIn and Instagram as well. The benefits of being a virtual assistant is being able to have that flexibility, income potential, and having that skill development. Here are some of my success tips that I would definitely recommend. But first, I did want to address that some say that virtual assisting market could be saturated. And actually, I pulled this up when I had Googled it. According to AI, it is still in its growth phase. The VA industry is diverse and offers many opportunities for career growth. And it is projected to grow by 178.80 billion by 2034. So that should get you excited that people are still going to be growing and needing help from virtual assistants. So tip number 1, I recommend that you're proactive and organized. It really helps you to stay on top of things and not feel overwhelmed. Tip number 2 is for you to network and build relationships. Hence, get on those virtual assisting Facebook groups because they will be very helpful. And tip number 3, keep learning and improving. Always learn a new tool so that you can help yourself with your productivity. And then honestly, it just gives you the advantage because you don't have to feel so overwhelmed because you don't feel like you're doing it all yourself, since you have the help of the newest tools and the newest strategies to help you keep going. I recommend that you learn it all, and that's why I have actually put together a course that's designed to catch you up on all the basics needed so that you can become a virtual assistant. Enrollment will be open in September, but only for limited spots. So here's just a little quick preview of what I'm going to cover in the course. I'll cover learning how to use AI to help you with your virtual assistant tasks so that you can take on more clients, and then that way you can also level up your skills. You'll also be learning the basic virtual assisting skills, and along the way, we'll be building your portfolio so that you have something ready that you can start to use and practice the moment you're done with the course. Here are some quick benefits. You'll get lifetime access to the course, so you can always come back to it. And if there's any updates, you can also access them there in your course. You'll gain the knowledge and build your skills, and you'll have the ability to be your own boss. Are you ready to get started? Make sure you subscribe to my email newsletter and stay tuned for more information about my course so that you can get started.